Hey, movie mystics, what's up? Hope you're having a nice Sunday evening or are enjoying this at a later point. The New York Asian Film Festival is upon us. It's happening, it's going down. And I've seen 15 movies, no, 16 movies. I've seen 16 films so far, and I'm having a great time, lots of fun. And I am giving you my first two reviews of the festival. Both these have played and at the fest, so now's a good time to talk about them. Let's start with Missing Child Videotape. Missing Child Videotape is a little bit reminiscent of the early 2000s Japanese horror movies like The Grudge, Ju-on, etc. It's cool and creepy. A slow burn, which really pays off in the end. Things are always on edge, and when the occult moments occur, it is earned and also done in the same way as the film's emotional states. It leaves you wondering what is real, really real, and everything is questionable and disturbing. It's like when you can't initially get to sleep because you hear noises around the house. It's really nothing out of the ordinary, but as your mind tries to quiet itself, the most minimal sounds are amplified, and you can begin to question things. I think all the actors here are compelling. What they do to one another is questionably ruthless from afar, but probably reasonable in the heightened state they find themselves in. It also has that trope where no one believes the principal characters that what is happening to them is really happening, which is a fun added touch of the familiar within this occultist tale. The use of the VHS filter here is fun. The technology to filter the VHS look has improved over the past 10 years, and it is used sparingly enough to make this excellent minimalist slow burn creep out affair. Make it that, yeah. Boom. Okay. Now we're going over to Papa. The movie is Papa. The movie Papa is really something else. We get a family story that gets very traumatic almost out of nowhere and sort of stigmatizes autism, perhaps unintentionally, but in a way that may be jarring for viewers. I did like the actors. The movie's just over 2 hours, and for about an hour and a half, the storyline really worked for me. The sets are nice. We get a nice sense of tone for a film about a family's journey. There's a sense of some life lived here. Excuse me. Things at first come across very naturally, and it's as if this family dynamic comes from lived experience of the filmmaker. So the naturalism that is here should be celebrated. The harrowing turn of events just didn't convince me, and I thought it was an unnecessary turn for this film. But given that the filmmakers went down that path, there are some solid moments there. I won't say what that moment is. I've been avoiding it for this review, but it is quite something and not really earned. And it is a lot to ask that moment. It is a lot to ask for a moment such as that. This could be earned in any movie, in any context. What it does happen, it zaps the energy and it becomes this catatonic drifting through some necessary gestures until the end of the movie. Maybe it doesn't take too long to do that, but at this point, I had checked out. Anyways, there you go. I really liked this one, Missing Child Videotape. It was sort of a 2000s throwback, but a little bit more, using some of the VHS filters, like I said, are improving. So it was a neat movie. It was a throwback, but its own thing still. And then this movie Papa, which I enjoyed until it defined itself as a film. And then I didn't love the direction it took, but still got some cool things going on. That's what's up. So look forward to at least 14 more reviews, but certainly more than that. And it's gonna be a good old time. Cover the New York Asian Film Festival once again. That's it for me, the Movie Mystic, tonight. I hope you all have a good one and enjoy the stream.